Welcome to the Glammy Planner. I'm going to jump right in. You know where the subscribe button is. If you like it, please ring the bell. If you like what I do here, please tell your friends. If you don't like what I do, tell your enemies. At least I get views that way, right? All right, I'm going to jump right in. I'm getting ready for work. I've got, let me see, I got about 20 minutes before I have to be completely done. So I got my ELF in this weekend. I haven't used it, but I have swatched it. And my holy grail is the IT CC Cream. The color correcting full coverage cream with anti-aging hydrating serum, 50 SPF. And the camo is skin loving ingredients, collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. I have a speech impediment, so some of the longer words are hard. Color correcting full coverage. So we're going to try a day wear on each side and see how it compares. Now, out of the box, ELF already lost points with me. I did a swatch immediately when it came in. What I did, they've got a shade finder on the website. So I use that. And let's see, I wear light. Don't know if that's showing up there. Probably backwards for you, I'm not sure. Light. So they sent me and said that I needed the fair 120N. That's, get that off there. So I immediately put a swatch on my hand, and I'm putting swatches on my hand. So that's the ELF. And then next to it is going to be the light. That is not even near the same. So I am going to have to darken this up a little bit, the ELF, which I do darken this up in the summer with some NYX drops, and I forgot to set it out, so I will be right back. Okay, and just see, 2 seconds later, it is the NYX Total Control, and I use Cappuccino. Of course, it's darker than what I actually need, but it's the right tone for me, so I'll add it to my lighter foundations in the summer to kind of help balance them. So I'm going to have to do that with this light because I have to go to work with this, because otherwise that's going to look really funny right next to each other. So let me wipe that off my hand real quick. Sorry about that. All right, and then let's dive right on in. I did get the brush that goes with the ELF. I also use an IT Cosmetic foundation brush. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I am very red toned, light to fair to medium skin, or fair to light skin, sorry. Fix the eyeshadow there. Of course, I will go in afterwards and fix eyeshadow as needed. Okay, so I use the back of my hand, which I just washed. So I'm going to use a pump, 1 pump. That's all I use for the whole face, so I probably shouldn't have used all that. So, yep, I'm stuck because I should not have done a full pump. I wasn't thinking. Usually a full pump is my whole face. Okay, you know what? I am going to actually put it on my left side. I've got a few spots here, little age spots, that the CC cream from it usually covers up very well. So I want to make sure ELF will work on that. So I'm actually going to put it on my left side and see how fast that just covers up. And I did just put a half on the brush. Okay, so let me get that all in. And I'll probably speed this part up so you don't have to watch. The nose is going to be fun, right? Okay, and I will be putting on concealer under the eye. I like to bring down a little bit and kind of blend in. Okay, that literally was a half. I have wasted so much there. That is another half face. And this is my holy grail. I can't use it every day because it's a little bit out of my price range on that. Okay, so I am then going to take my poof, and this is not who you think it is. That is totally a different shape, but similar color. I made this one for a fraction of the cost. Okay, so I like to press it in real good. Oh, my brush is shutting. Did that show up? Okay, so this is the IT with no No concealer yet. No powder. I am wearing primer, but I put the same primer on both sides, and I will put a list in the description box of everything I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to have to mix this a little bit with my foundation drops here. So, and I just dropped the lid. So let's see if I can do a half a pump. And then a little bitty tiny drop. Like, this is what I usually do here. It's like not even a full drop. I usually just touch the top there and let a little bit go out. Let's see if that's going to be too much or not. That might be too much considering it's only a half. I may have to go to the other half just so it evens out right. Okay, so that's still too light. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just use that amount. Darken it a little bit. Oh, there it goes. And put a little bronzer on. Okay, so I am going to have to use a little bit more. $14 compared to, what, 40? So I got it pretty close there. I may have to put a little bronzer to even it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to have to mix some more in. And I did wash my hands right before this. And sometimes I do use a little glass tray. Okay, definitely lighter. Okay, the coverage is not quite the same. Let me get that seam there. So, I mean, right out the box, it was, you know, wrong tone. Okay, I can still can't talk this morning. I can still see the spots. So, we'll see how that goes. Now, I am liking the brush, but I wonder if I use this brush if it makes a difference. Probably not fair, because probably had a little bit of the cosmetics on it. It covered mostly, a little bit there. Okay, so just to keep things fair, I'm going to go ahead and press in, get the excess off. Okay, so here's both of them. There's my brush is shedding. Up close and personal here. So I am going to set my face, do my concealer, and I will be using this concealer I use every day, which is the ELF Camo Hydrating. And I'll come back after I finish all my makeup, and then I will check in at my lunch, and then when I get home after work. So I'll be right back and see how it all pulls together and see if I need to blend any of it out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am powdered and set and blushed. I used Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to try to even out the color a little bit. It is slightly off. I work in an office. I don't see the public. The ladies will just have to deal with me being lopsided for the cause. I can still sort of see the little spots here that I normally don't with the IT Cosmetics. So I'm wondering if maybe you need a little more, but still not as much. $14 versus almost 40. I know some of you may be thinking that the drops thinned it out a little bit, but I have found that when it comes to the IT Cosmetics, this doesn't generally thin out the foundation and anything enough to make a difference. So maybe with the ELF that did make a little bit of a difference, but what I am going for today is not so much of the coverage, but the wear test. I can wear the IT Cosmetics all day, come home, set just a touch of powder, and go out for the night if that's what I need to do. And I have used it before, and that's generally what I say before, is when I have those long days. So I will check back in at lunch, and we'll see how it's wearing. Oh, this little money tip. I have discovered De La Cruz Rose Water. I've been using this as my setting spray. It is amazing and so affordable, like less than $4 for 8 ounces, affordable. And I got this, I am in Texas, so I got this at my local Hispanic market, which I love going to anyway. So just keep a lookout for this if it's something what you want to try. It does say body mist, but it is free of alcohol and artificial colors. I have not broken out. Of course, everyone is different. Anyway, enough for a plug. And no, I am not being compensated for anything. I will check back in at lunch. Natural light in the car. Let's hope it's not raining today. And we'll see how it's wearing. And then as soon as I get back in from work, we'll see how that's going. And it is approximately, let me check the clock at the moment. Okay, it is almost 7 o'clock right there, close to it. So let's see how this goes. See if it is a true dupe or not. Its wear will make a difference, not necessarily the color tone. All right, I will check back in a bit. Okay, it's been 7 hours. I've got It Cosmetics on this side and ELF CC on this side. Nose and chin are rubbed off, but I do have to wear a mask when I get up from my desk. I am seeing a little bit of dewiness. Usually at lunch, I put a little bit of powder on my face to get me through the day. I'm not going to do that today because I want to see if both sides will wear the same way. So far, I think the wear is about the same. I don't know if you can on camera. I can see a little bit still of the little age spots I have here, but I don't see them any worse than they were when I first applied. A little rub off my chin, but I have a tendency to also sit there like that. Sorry, I'm sitting in my car. I was cold. Now I'm getting too hot, so I'm a little red right there. I can see the color difference a little bit, but the ladies at work could not decide which side was ELF and which side was It Cosmetics. So it's 2 o'clock now, and I'll meet back up with you at 6 o'clock. And we'll see how the wear test goes and see how they both compare to each other. And do we have a real dupe? Is this really going to last all day? Which is usually when I wear the It Cosmetics, so it will last me all day and half the night. But work night, so it'll go off about 8 o'clock. All right, see you soon. Okay, it's after 5 o'clock. I wanted to show you in natural light how it's going. The ladies at work honestly could not tell which side was which. I, of course, still have some wear on my nose and chin from the mask. I probably have a little bit here in my fine lines. I'm not a young one. And around the nose, but they settled evenly. So where one side settled, the other side settled. I am going to go inside. I'm going to have supper, and I'll sit down in front of the good lights in the makeup mirror and do some more critiquing and see where this experiment is going with 2 different foundations on my face and see if one's better than the other. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I'm back. It has been almost 12 hours. It's almost 7 o'clock at night. I started this at 7 a.m. and I used the ELF on my right and the It CC Cream on my left. Let's get up close and personal. I don't have much left on my chin. That's kind of normal for me, especially right now with the mask, but I also have a habit of doing this at my desk, so that does wear that off. And the nose is the mask. But let's see, up here, it get a little cakey. Sorry, gonna get up close and personal, even though you don't know me. In the lines here, got a little bit of cakey. I think it's pretty even on the cakiness. My daughter thinks this side got a little more cakier right around my laugh line than the It side. Also, there's a little more wear of my blush and contour, and there is like no highlight left on the ELF side. And this is the It side. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but I have a little bit of highlight left, but I definitely have a little bit more. I have more color left on my cheek. Now, remember, I did have to add some foundation drops to the ELF side because it was so light. And this is not an exact formula compared to each other. One of the comparisons that I can really say will make a huge difference is the sunscreen. The It is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and the ELF has the chemical one I'm not even going to try to pronounce, titanium and zinc. So there is a little bit of difference in formula right there, and that can make a difference. 100% dupe? No. You're going to need a little bit more ELF Camo than you will the It. Price comparison? ELF. The amount more that you need to use the ELF to make it comparable to the ELF will still be cheaper per ounce. Now, this is still going to be my holy grail. I probably will still use this for the very special occasions. It takes amazing pictures using the It, but for every day, but still get that full to medium coverage, I think I'm going to be moving over to the ELF Camo for every day. I won't use this every day because, honestly, I can't afford that per month. So I'm going to give it, you know, about a 96% dupe. It's really, really close for a drugstore. You cannot beat the price, $14. Now, not just with this foundation, I will buy my winter shade. And in summer, I'll add some foundation drops to it to get it up to where I need it. To be able to walk in the store and find your exact shade is going to be rare. Generally, you will need to buy 2 shades, buy your dark or buy your light, and blend. Almost on a daily basis, depend where you live. Most makeup artists do not just put one color on their palette and go. They mix, they blend to find what best works for you. At this price, I can do that. I can buy the 2 different colors and not always have to use the foundation drops. Can't with this one. But everyone's budget is different and what they want to splurge on. But overall, yes, ELF Camo is a great, great dupe for the ELF CC Cream. Let me see the ELF Camo CC Cream. Perfect dupe for the ELF CC Plus Cream. Let's see. Another example is this is 50, this is 30. When you're using your foundation that has sunscreen, it is not your only sunscreen. You still need to put sunscreen underneath it, but an extra layer doesn't hurt. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please thumb it up. Please come again. Tell your friends. If you didn't like it, tell your enemies. I still get views. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.